I wanted to come here today and make a video response to the comment section of one of my videos about me liking fat men. A lot of the comments were cool, whatever. But I embrace other people sharing their perspectives too, so that's why I wanted to make this video. A common opinion I will say overall is, other than the positive response, that's great and all. I love positive stuff, but I also love friction and conversations and other perspectives that don't just agree with mine. Naturally, I'm into stuff like that. So naturally, I'm going to avoid the positive or like things that just agree with me perspective and look at some of the comments who are expanding my conversation, let's say. One of the first things I wanted to address is somebody made a comment. I can't find the comment right now, but the comment was basically saying that me somehow liking bigger guys is a win. I understand the sentiment. I take it as a compliment. I appreciate the compliment. However, I didn't make that video for that reason. I don't want anyone to feel like me liking their body type is a win. In my opinion, it's not. In your opinion, it can be what it is. In my opinion, it's not. I'm interested in that body shape also, and it doesn't add any value to you or to me, it's just, I like that, it doesn't give anybody any points, it doesn't, you know what I mean? It's not a win. It's just observation I made and I wanted to talk about it, but it's definitely not a win for bigger guys that I'm into them. That makes me feel very uncomfortable because I don't consider myself a prize or anything like that. I'm not a, object. And you're not less than, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I'm trying to say. So it's not necessarily a win for bigger guys that anybody who's deemed conventionally attractive is into them. One comment says, from this guy named Sean Deconstructed, he goes, being fat is unhealthy though. All that visceral fat in the stomach, especially of men, is dangerous. Okay. And that's where I come into the self-fat phobia. Like, I'm kind of fat phobic to myself. But hey, people's body shape doesn't have much to do with me. So I get what you're saying, Sean. However, that has nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? I want people to be healthy. It's just, I'm still going to be attracted to what I'm attracted to. But that's something people say. Like, it's unhealthy. It's just that has nothing really to do with me. It's not really my business if it is unhealthy or not. One comment goes from Nuana Vaught Son. They go, you have to understand the skepticism of bigger gay men who have been approached by men who look like yourself and appear to be sincere, only to discover that you want money or a place to live or want something quickly. I'm assuming sex. Older and often heavier gay men have been exploited like this for years, and there's no recourse whatsoever other than being told it's our own fault for getting involved with someone who, in hindsight, seemed too good to be true. I definitely understand that skepticism, but for me, it's definitely completely natural. I bring up the childhood reference so you can see the childhood reference and like kind of the foundation of my attraction to a bigger guy, specifically, not a bigger woman. I like thick women. I do like bigger women, but guys can be bigger for me than bigger women. I don't know what it is. It might be the patriarchy. I don't know what it is, but I don't mind a thicker woman, but I like my women a little less thick than I like my men. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm more lenient, you could say, with men being bigger than women. Like, I like bigger women, but there's a smaller limit on the size of women. However, yes, I understand the skepticism. You know, definitely, I would recommend all bigger guys to look out for stuff like that, because what this dude is saying here is definitely a thing for sure. For sure. I'd say look out for that. Look out for that. Luckily with me, that person wouldn't have to worry about my attraction to them. Now, as far as money and a place to live, hey, everybody would like that. So there's that as well, you know. This is LIDH09. They go, not calling you a liar, but some people saying this online and act differently in real life or start fetishizing, so the lines get blurred. Yeah, that is true. However, for me, I don't mind being fetishized. It kind of turns me on to be fetishized, so I won't say I don't fetishize people. So maybe I do fetishize the whole size thing just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't see anything wrong with that. Maybe y'all could expand in the comment section why that's bad to fetishize, because I fetishize a lot, and I don't mind being fetishized. It might turn me on a little bit. Hey, maybe I'm a little messed up in the head. This is a common sentiment. I think this comment covers a lot of opinions out there about my opinion on Fat Man and opinions on me in general. Gosh, this is all so phony. The forced fake deep voice, the forced fake masculine presentation, the I have low standards for white men, but high standards for black men, but won't say bluntly. So inauthentic. A 0 for the LGBT community. I totally understand this comment. My forced fake deep voice. I really don't feel like I'm faking my voice all that much. I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know how y'all want me to sound. I don't know if you want me to be really high pitched in the microphone. I find that I'm speaking into a microphone, so I'm speaking to it much closer, so I'm not going to be super loud. The forced fake masculine presentation. I'm here with no shirt on. Maybe that's the fake masculine presentation. I mean, my face, I don't think is that masculine looking, so I don't know. I don't have on baggy clothes. I don't know what the masculine presentation is. I can understand the fake deep voice thing, because you're perceiving my voice as fake. But the fake masculine presentation, I'm not understanding that aspect of it. And also saying that I have high standards for black men, whereas white men, I don't have high standards for them. Well, what I was saying with the race aspect to the body shape aspect was there are black men who are fat that I'm attracted to. I don't come across those guys as much. I don't know if it's because I'm in South Florida and we don't have a lot of that, you know, as far as black guys who like guys, because I also live in that world. I don't live in the fantasy land. I live in the world of the black men who also like men who have that body shape, not just the straight black man. There's plenty of those I could tell you that are bigger black guys that I'm attracted to. It's just the ones that I have access to aren't as plentiful. There are black men who are bigger, who are gay or bisexual, who I've definitely been attracted to. I just don't come across them as much in South Florida. I come across more fat white guys who are in South Florida who I do find attractive. I come across that more. That's more common here. Ask anybody who lives in Fort Lauderdale, Broward County. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Now, as far as being attracted to black men in general, yes, of course. I tend to come across more fit black men, or men who are basically look like me, body shape wise. That's what I tend to come across more. Like, I was at the beach yesterday and that's what I seen. I seen just plenty of fit black men. The black community in South Florida, it's a lot of fit guys. There's not like a bare community in South Florida. That's just what I come across. And like I say, it's Miles at the Matrix. So Miles, from his perspective, you know what I'm saying? I can only really speak from my perspective. That's why I'm doing this video also, because I like to bask in other people's perspectives. Okay, another comment in reference to race here. I did bring up race, so I welcome this topic. Kita Boo 2245 goes, I knew you were gonna say you like fat white, but not fat black guys. Laugh my ass off. Typical. And the way you stereotype black people is crazy. Chasing cheetahs is crazy. Well, I don't know what a cheetah is, but I'm assuming it's a fat white guy. I don't know. Oh, no, I remember now. It's when I said that black people were out in the jungle chasing, were running from cheetahs and climbing trees to get fruit. So our bodies are more slim and muscular naturally. Hey, I could be wrong, but. And also, Kita Boo, I don't think you knew I was going to say this. Let's be real. Most people don't just come out and say, oh, I tend to be attracted to a fat white man more than a fat black man. I feel like people don't tend to say that. Now that's what's perceived, and that is what is thought of from, I think, black people when you say you're attracted to fat men, and they'll be like, when you say bear, they mean white. They're not talking about fat black men. They're talking about white fat men. So that must be what you're saying. Absolute clickbait. That's from the Abbott. No, not clickbait. It's really genuine. I mean, I could prove it to you, but I could prove it to you, but I just, those are the most pressing issues from that video. I mean, one of the common pressing issues consistently is my voice. People bring my voice a lot. The thing is, I'm speaking into a microphone. I'm very close up. I think I'm speaking in a low voice. That's all it is. I'm not really trying to deepen my voice at all. I just don't want it to be so harsh on the microphone. That's what I was thinking I was doing, but that is what I'm doing. But I guess everyone's perceiving it as me trying to deepen my voice. I will say there are some other comments where they're saying, yeah, I'm bisexual too, and I like fat men and slimmer women. I guess that's a more common thing than I realized. I didn't realize that. I mean, I have my reasons. I won't get into them, but of why I like fat men and slimmer women. Hey. Something else that I can't find the comment for, but it did stick out into my brain was, do I like fat men or do I like thick men? Well, the answer is both. Absolutely both. I get where you're coming from. You're saying, are you sure you like fat men? Or are you saying that you like fat men, but you really mean thick? No. I like a kingly fat. Robert Baratheon fat. If you don't know Robert Baratheon, you need to do your Game of Thrones House of the Dragon research. I like for example, kingly. Maybe it's because kings have been promoted as fat. I like a kingly fat for sure. I also like a thick. I'll personally use them interchangeably, but I like both. And I use them interchangeably because I come from the school of thought of when you're not fat, you have fat. So I don't really identify people as fat like that. I just like their extra body fat that they have. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of use thick and fat interchangeably. But hey, I'm happy to say I like a fat ass dude, with a big belly. That's fine too. But yeah, y'all, those are kind of just some of the things I wanted to address. If there's anything else you want to add to the conversation, feel free. We can go back and forth all day. I love stuff like this.